What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Triple Coverage. I'm one of the co-hosts for the evening. Your boy Dilly Dale Fowler was popping there, everybody. How you doing tonight? How you doing? But I got my boys. Before I get it cracked, I'm sounding like I got a crowd in here where I was about to hear just some noise. Woo! Like, yeah, I'm too jig. I'm sorry. I got Dre and Lonnie in here with me tonight. How y'all doing?
I'm tired.
What's good, man? Thoughts of
Man,
sports.
I'm trying to match
We
that
got some good.
energy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some good sports to talk about. And for our usual people like Zap in tonight, we're going to hit y'all with a little whoop-de-whoop. We're going to talk about a little bit of basketball a little bit first before we get into some football talk because we got a lot going on in the NBA, a lot going on in the NBA. And also, we got March Madness coming up as well, too. But we got to tap in with the boys in Chiefs Kingdom and see what we talk about because we had a massive trade. Nah, I'm hyping. It wasn't a massive trade, but it was out of nowhere. Where we were like,
QB1, week one.
bro, stop. Please. Like, this 50 about to be easy. You're like, I swear. I promise you. Man, let's go ahead, man. We ready to talk about it, so we just go ahead and get into that quick. But let's get into that first topic. And we got new cities, new smoke. Let's be honest. Before we get, we know we all gonna say we want to be Kansas City. So we gonna put that out there. That's gonna be cheating. The NBA will vote on expansion teams for Las Vegas and Seattle. So, do you like the two cities getting expansions, or do you feel like other cities should have gotten a team? If so, which cities? Because for real, we Las Vegas, I'm cool with them. Seattle, y'all had y'all time before, so I feel like y'all could have went with another city on that. So, y'all go ahead and start with that and talk about it.
I mean, I know what they're doing with Seattle. I think they just seen that Seattle is uncharted probably land. They kind of seen everything they needed to see, especially with them winning another Super Bowl. And I'm pretty sure their women's team just won not too long ago. When they had was that Sue Bird that was there with the women's team? I'm not sure who it was, or it might have been somebody younger, a younger face. But recently, I know the women's team just won in Seattle. So, and then their soccer team, the Seattle Sounders, they have a lot of success as well. So I mean, this just overall, I know the city is just very successful as far as when it comes to sports. The Mariners were just not; they were just hot. Had the home run leader just last year in Kyle Riley. So, as far as sports, it's definitely a territory where the teams tend to thrive. Right? It's one of those lucrative West Coast markets where you can get a lot of money. You kind of get a lot of that money coming up from California and just different bigger cities around there. You get a lot of tweeners, people traveling from Portland, from just different places in that northwestern region. However, I think that just me being from where I'm from, and I understand that we just went through our fiasco with the Chiefs, and it's probably just a territory that the NBA probably is not one to touch because of the landscape as of right now. And that's just a bad look for Kansas City, unfortunately. But I think it's not something that I think it's something that can be healed over time, and we just kind of have to show that we have an ability to be able to support teams, whether it be the Royals, because we no longer have the Chiefs. So I think we definitely missed one here. I think the NBA kind of definitely just overlooked us, not even giving us a shot. But the two cities that they did choose, you understand why they chose those markets. We've seen Vegas with host WrestleMania over these past couple of years. We've seen Vegas host some of the biggest fights as of recently with the T-Mobile Arena and some of the biggest games, some of the opening games for the NBA. I remember hosting LeBron and Steph Curry early on in the season. So we know that the market in the sports landscape is there for Vegas, right? It's the home of gambling. It's the home of sports betting is legal now. So I can definitely understand them wanting to tap into that market as well. But like you said, Dale, if you've been burned once by a market in Seattle, I just don't think you should just test the water again. That's why I figured it was surefire that Kansas City was going to at least get another shot. So the fact that we didn't even get a chance, I was kind of surprised by. But like I said, the landscape here is just a little bit different in those other two markets. It's a little bit more advantageous for the situation that the NBA will be moving into, which is trying to sell tickets and put butts in the seat. So I'm salty about it, but look forward to seeing what the NBA does.
Yeah, I like where the teams went and everything like that. As far as the two teams they picked, the two cities they picked. I mean, I do like the Vegas idea. I mean, Vegas is hot. It's pretty much like I know they call like New York the mecca of sports and everything like that, but I think Vegas is kind of like being that at this point now with the you get UFC, you get the big fights, the boxing events. Um, you got the Las Vegas Aces. You got the Golden Knights. They won what 2 years ago. The hockey team. Then they getting the Oakland A's. They building a stadium out there now. So nobody really goes to Raiders games. I mean, Raiders games at this point is kind of like tourist games at this point. I mean, oh man, we in Vegas, Raiders playing. Oh, let's go. Yeah, it shows by the stadium, and when it comes to the colors in the stands and everything like that, man. I mean, boxing events they sell more tickets than the Raiders do at this point. So
$50,000 box seats.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's a beautiful stadium. I saw it. So I mean, but it makes sense as to the getting the pro basketball team. I think that at one point in time, LeBron was talking about potentially being part owner of that at some point. So I don't know, but I mean it. And then you get the NBA team in Vegas. They already host the mid-season cup in there, and then they host what is it? Summer League. Summer League is there in the summer. So I mean, it makes sense it makes a whole bunch of sense for Vegas. As far as Seattle goes, I mean, I like Seattle, the Seattle SuperSonics. I mean, that's what I grew up watching. So I mean, grew up watching Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, and all them. So hell, even Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis. So that's my era. So I mean, I get it. They end up going what was that? OKC. So but I don't know. Kansas City, some people say that T-Mobile Arena doesn't have the capacity for NBA team. Okay, so when you do that, that's when you test out the WNBA, which WNBA will be here in Kansas City next month. I will be going to that game. It will be the Minnesota Lynx and some Nigeria basketball team.
What about Minnesota though? Let's talk about that, right? That's from real Kansas City.
No, man.
Yeah, come read. Look, they did Intuit. They just did the Intuit out there in Cali.
Yeah.
Right. That's in Inglewood. I don't know if they was like gonna redo the forum or whatever, but like, they got the forum. They got like redo the municipal, bro. Like somebody could come in and be in there. It's already a little shell right there. That's historic. Do it up.
I mean, they could. I mean, do the Kemper Arena. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I know Kemper doing they be doing it's the Javier Arena. They be doing like the basketball and stuff like that inside. So they got a few things in there actually. But I mean, I feel like what they doing now is kind of smart, testing out the WNBA. I think WNBA will be here before an NBA team. We saw last year Pat and Brittany Mahomes actually have meetings with the WNBA, trying to get expansion team and everything. Because I mean, they're big on women's sports in Kansas City, obviously with the Casey Curran and everything, the support they get. They actually be balling out there. So shout out to the Casey Curran. And Casey Curran has a good turnout. I need to actually get out to a game at some point. But yeah, I think that a WNBA team will be here soon. Probably the next expansion, because I mean, I think Toronto just got one, Portland just got one. You can't tell me that it will potentially having a Pat Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes partially owning that, and they in the stands watching the games and supporting the games and stuff like that. So I see that happening before an NBA team in Kansas City. So yeah, I don't know, but like I said, the other two cities make sense. A lot of people were talking about Nashville as a possibility as well, but I mean they already got the Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis,
and I mean just I think the Memphis Grizzlies gonna eventually be up for sale at some point in time. So just move them to Nashville. But I know Nashville is also in the market for a baseball team too. So they could be sitting there. Like, I'm pretty sure they picked up the owner of the Royals. what y'all want for them? So I mean, I don't know, but yeah.
All right. Before I go on, yeah, you're right, Rob. I'll go ahead and do it. Happy anniversary, mommy and daddy. Love you guys. 31 years. Appreciate y'all going strong. Thank you, bro. Yeah, holding me accountable. Appreciate that. But on a for real tip, I want to go back to what you said about the seating capacity, though. Said normal was around 18,000 to 20,000 seats. T-Mobile Arena hold 19,200 something. So we already got the seating capacity, I feel, for that. So I think with that particular excuse, we can go ahead and kill them with that because the fans, regardless of what happens, I don't even think at Arrowhead we have even the most seats in the stadium and we still allow the stadium. So it's not going to mean anything. And it's the fans that's going to make the experience. So I think it still can happen. But going to the question, I don't mind. Las Vegas, yeah, I'm fine with that. We know that they like to have things, particularly in. I'm not going to try to say it's the mecca. Man, it's the mecca for all the gambling that's going on. You got the Raiders there now. Like you said, the NBA Summer League is there all the time. The major boxing events there. It's only right for them to have that because at the end of the day, I know that people. I feel like at these games too. They used to pack out their stadiums for the Raiders games. I didn't see it. They didn't pack out. They didn't have enough fans. Is it the same?
It ain't because of the Raiders, man. It ain't because of them.
They ain't like. Let's not act like they Los Angeles Chargers though. Let's not do that.
Well, come on, man.
It's not.
Bro,
I don't think
it's they gotta get
can't afford them suites. People can't afford them suites down there, Dale. Come on now. No,
you're right. Now.
So that means celebrities and rich people, people that hit the night before. So that's where Dre's coming.
That's a good time. But y'all know NBA is different though, especially when people like to go and be seen as well too at those particular games. So like it's gonna be star study. You got the people who go there who do their what they call them when they doing they go to the casinos or the hotels and be performing for a while. What's it called? Residencies. You got the people that do residency. So depending on who's there during that time, you have a lot of people coming through for that. So they looking at I understand you might not get the actual team fans there, but you will get bodies in that seat. But you're gonna have to build a fan base with the residents that are currently living there and living in Nevada in general. So I do think that they can have. They will be better. Now with Seattle, I feel like I had your chance. And I know a lot of people would say with the Kansas City Kings, we had our chances as well too. So I don't want to go ahead and say that, that be the reason that eliminates them. But the reason why I would like to see a city like Kansas City or see, probably a city, it's too many. I mean, you got them in most of the major cities already, right? So
just give us the team.
I guess if you wanted. I guess I could put a cape on for us in this point because looking at what you have surrounded in these sports cities, you at least I would say you probably at least want to have your baseball team, your basketball team, and your football team, and then you of course have your hockey spread it out because you got a professional hockey team too. Are they NHL? No, but they're professional. So they still go out and they just clinch the playoffs. We're becoming a city of champions per se. You have it there. It's building. So I would want, a team in Kansas City just because I think it would be a lot of fun. I think it could bring the needed revenue that's in Kansas City as well too. I'm weak. No, don't nobody want an NBA team, WNBA team here. Hey, look. Regardless of what we feel about WNBA, it's starting to really build a lot of people coming around and watching it. Regardless of what people feel about Angel Reese and hating on her, but y'all coming and watch and hate on her.
Exactly, and I bet y'all go watch Caitlin Clark if she go down there to T-Mobile Arena.
Man, if Indiana Fever, the Chicago Sky, the Las Vegas Aces, I'm in there. I'm in there.
But I just want to say this.
I want to see Asia.
Hey, for sure. I just want to say this though. You can't tell me that OKC is a better market than Kansas. Like you, it's no. I'm sorry. I done drove through Oklahoma City, and it ain't. Come on, and I'm just trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it clean. But you can't tell me, bro. That was a supplement for Katrina, which is fine. That's great because they did good with the Hornets when Katrina hit. They did good. They did like wonderful. If Kansas City would have been able to pull that off, I think we'd have been next in line too. But you cannot tell me that market is banging more than Kansas City, and you would technically be grabbing two markets, Kansas and Missouri, technically, if you really wanted to be technical.
Ain't nothing. That market ain't what it is. I mean, even when we saw the whole NBA Finals this past year, that's what they were talking about, the markets between Indiana and OKC and how they're not big markets and stuff. But OKC doesn't even got a football. They ain't got a baseball team. I mean,
they're built off their college sports.
Yeah, I'm about to say they based on college sports. You got Oklahoma State football and you got Oklahoma football. That's it. So Kansas City, you got Mahomes, you got parades after parades after parades, and then you got Casey Kerr, you got Sporting KC. I mean, hell, you got NASCAR that comes here. I mean, why not? I'm on board with the team coming to Kansas City.
I'm gonna throw a shot real quick. I'm sorry, my people who probably just don't come to New Mexico. They're not coming to see y'all. They don't care about basketball.
Man,
We got a couple Ubers that you don't see at a place like here or a place like Montana or nothing like that, right? But I'm just being real. Most of the teams are in certain places already, so it's not too much to really work from right now. I think that's why the expansion want to go on because I do think Adam Silver wants to get to places like Kansas City because you see what they're working off with their football culture, and basketball is not far off when it comes to that as well too. And if we are to get our own basketball team, we're going to support it just like we support the Kansas City Chiefs and how even the Kansas City Royals. I'm not going to lie. When they're winning, the town is jeffing, and they're all in their face, and they're going to them games because it's fun.
It's true. Because I mean, we know when the Royals was winning, and they was the Blue October, and everybody buying the blue, and I was like, yeah, we ain't seen that since. So
in a minute, I mean, we got Lonnie who he does watch me, the one who keep me on him to go watching, and I get that free MLB every year because they like to do it for T-Mobile customers and everything. So that's how I'm able to still tap in. And you got Bobby Witt who's going crazy right now in the World Baseball Classic as well too. And just making a name for himself. So you will want. I think we want a three-headed monster in Kansas City. I think we want the best three athletes in all three major sports. Let's pull it off. You got Patrick Mahomes, you got Bobby Witt. I was about to say LeBron, my bad. I forgot we hate him. A lot of people hate him. I don't care. I'm respecting him now going
if we get a team in Kansas City, I'm okay with getting Ant-Man. Ant-Man, the face of the league.
I take Ant-Man. I take Ant-Man. Okay, this is a good question. If we were to get a team in Kansas City, who you need here to start the franchise before we move on?
We would have to say, don't you take because for expansion teams, first of all, on some real sports stuff, don't you take the bottom of each team's roster and you would get you would pick basically from those players? Do we know the details of the expansion drive? I'm sorry, I know we probably should have did this before, but
we can look at it. It's like we go as we go.
I think that's how it's gonna go. So I don't. If I did, you would need a couple good role players. If you get at least 5 good role players in today's NBA, I think you got a chance to.
All right, let's make up our own scenario. Let's not talk about the real. Let's talk about all right, you right because it is real rules. If you were able to sell to a superstar to come to Kansas City, which superstar are you going for?
I mean, shit, it got to be Luka. I know they be talking about the defense and everything. I know, but I'm just saying the connection. It would just be two. They would be it would just. I watched it the other night and I was like, it's so nobody like him because he be talking crazy to the refs and everything. He getting pushed to the ground. He hitting 40-footers, fall on the ground. Then he look at the ref what the is wrong with you, bro? Are you stupid? Like, and then he get up and then they be like about to call a tech on him. But like that be selling in the NBA. Like kids like he.
Man, I wouldn't
I'm
even.
telling you,
I'm not even a fan of Luka. He do too much crying
I
for
get.
me. He do entirely too much. He been crying since day one. He came into the league. That's all he do is cry. But I mean, I understand the whole Luka, pick and everything. But I don't know. You really sit back and you really think about it. I mean, if it ain't Ant-Man, I mean, it could be Shea. I mean, Shea in OKC. I mean, you come back up, you drive up what 5 hours?
No, I don't need that either. They already hate us with Pat. Everybody get we don't even need that. They go really say Kansas City is favorite.
I mean, because at some point, if
country,
you really,
middle of the nowhere ass city town, why are they showing them this much love?
I mean,
They
but
gonna
I
get
mean, if you
mad.
really, if we being realistic, I mean, at some point in time, they gonna have to break up Shea,
Oh yeah,
Jay
Oh, for
Williams,
sure. Oh,
and
that's
Chet,
over for sure.
So, but I
Williams.
think I think Williams is gonna be the one that's gonna be gone though.
Mhm.
I think he's
Yeah.
gonna be the one that is gonna be. But I mean, but then again, I'm also okay with them going to Boston and possibly getting Jason Tatum
Hey,
or Brown, Jalen Brown.
Possibly.
I, see, you think because I was leaning on some Jokic for a little bit, but I was like, I feel like I need an Americanized player. Like I might be
I ain't gonna lie.
discriminatory on that part just because of
Jay Tatum,
I need an
perfect. It's
American
three
player.
hours away from home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally gonna have a home in St. Louis and just probably have like a little rental home up here, like on this. Like they travel a lot too,
He
so
might
it's
push that 3 hours.
But
That's 3 hour
bro,
drive
I
ain't nothing.
watched Joker
ain't nothing
play.
for it. Nah, if he got a driver's and he
I
not really
watched
not doing
I
nothing.
watched Joker play in person. The smoothest, biggest person you will ever see play in their life.
That's why I
When
said
I
you
tell you,
watching
like
the
he make everything look effortless. He was throwing no look passes. Like you would, it was like, damn, he played. He rebound. Everything looked effortless. Like and he big.
He act
He's
like
super big.
he act like when he out there hooping, it's like he hate his job, but he actually out there hooping, bro.
Like it was the one of the best poetry in motion games I ever seen. Like full court passes. He throwing no look. Like it's little stuff you just don't notice when you in person. Like I was like, whoa. Like I
it's
didn't
really
know dude
like
could really.
it's so
Yeah, I didn't
smooth and
really.
everything. Like it's the skill.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really didn't get familiar. I really didn't get familiar with this game until they played my Miami Heat in the finals, and we couldn't do nothing with them at all. But I was like, damn.
I
Yeah,
was watching.
yeah.
I'm a Warriors fan, so I was watching them then because like they didn't took us to 7 when we was going through the end of that dynasty and kind of when we was trying to keep picking up and we was knocking them out a little bit, but like and then they finally just got over that hump, and I was just seeing it then like this pussy can score at any time. Like it's really
Anytime,
kind of
when he
Anytime
want,
he want to, bro, he can get the
anytime,
point.
like
like
then,
it's
and then
kind
it's
of
so easy
irritating.
when he catch it. It's like he leaning too automatically, so he spit like it. Everything is easy. It's gonna be a layup or he gonna pull up in your face. One of the two. Like
But yeah, it's fun. But like honestly, like but yeah, what y'all saying I probably wouldn't want Jason Tatum, Missouri kid. Uh, he would do that in a heartbeat, and he already got his ring too. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and he already got he got MVP. I believe he got or he a Finals MVP for sure.
yeah, he was finally
Yeah, but so him or Jalen, but I think he was him, so I ain't tripping. Let me
yeah,
not
it was
sound
definitely
stupid.
him.
Anything else y'all want to add to this before we move on to the next topic? All right. Let's go ahead and do. Now, before we move on to the next topic, please make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. We on Triple Club TV on X. We at Triple Coverage 25 on TikTok. We at Triple Coverage 2025 on Instagram. We at Triple Coverage Sports Podcast on Facebook. So make sure to like those pages, follow those pages as well too, because we always dropping the latest content for you as well, and always posting major updates in sports news as well too. And we make sure to stay on top of that with that for y'all. So make sure to show some love on that. So moving on to our next topic, we got Thunder Takeover. We already kind of flirted with a little bit talking about potentially wanting Shea to come over here if we were to get a team in Kansas City. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Thunder right now. So they're currently sitting at 53-15 and on an 8-game winning streak, and 3.5 games ahead of the Spurs for first place in the West as well too. Which I think they had some good battles with the Spurs this season as well. Spurs got them a couple times, so they kind of need to probably keep ahead of them so they don't have to worry about that in the near future. So, is there a team in your opinion that you see beating the defending champs in a 7-game series to stop them from repeating?
Are we asking other than the Spurs, or can we
Yeah, honestly, you can say them.
other
I
than the
mean,
Spurs? The other team I think that could honestly beat them, honestly, and it's hard because they both just played last night. I really want to say two. Can I say two? No, I'm sorry
go
because
ahead.
Jay shaking his head. Yeah. So
I
I
mean,
really want to say I like the Lakers, and I think the Rockets can beat them. Both of those teams, I think, have a chance to beat OKC. And I just say that because of the role players on those teams. Not only do they have stars, but you have to have very good role players in order to be able to get those teams that are built like OKC, that are built like the Nuggets, that are built like the Spurs. You need to have players that are able to give you 30 on any given night, and I think that's what the Lakers kind of have in a sense when it comes to Austin Reeves and then having a good role player in DeAndre Ayton. I think they have an ability to kind of dominate on both ends of the floor. Um, they have an ability to get a hunker down and play defense. Austin Reeves is a very witty player. Um, and then not only to have those two players, you also have players to likes of LeBron James and Luka Doncic to complement them. And I think whenever you have that many players, that many good role players, I think it's inevitable that you're going to learn how you're going to be able to win some games and be some pretty good teams. And I say the same thing for OKC. They have stars. Well, they have a star in KD, and they have some very good role players and the younger players with Emmett Thompson and Jabari Smith and Alfred Şengün. So just different guys that are able to play at a high level. And Emmett Thompson, that's what I said. They just played last night. He played at a super high level. Played so good. I thought they were going to beat the Lakers, but until Luka had some Luka magic coming down the stretch. So I think both of those teams are primed and ready and could have the ability to upset OKC at any point in the playoff tournament. So I wanted to tell you those two teams. I hope I didn't steal one from you, Jay.
No, you didn't steal neither one of them from me. I actually do think that the Spurs give them the toughest out because the Spurs they played 5 times this year and the Spurs beat them 4 times. So I think the Spurs will be an issue. Spurs will definitely keep them from winning, going back to NBA Finals and stuff. Um, I'm a Miami Heat fan, but I'm also a big fan of Anthony Edwards. So Anthony Edwards has basically been in the last two Western Conference Finals. I think this kind of got to be the year to try to for him to get over the hump. I do think they have the tools and the team to actually do it. Um, yeah, and Anthony has definitely got into his bag as far as adding that mid range. So that was one of the things that people were saying was missing. So I definitely think that the Spurs, and I do think that I know OKC and Minnesota played on Sunday, and it wasn't. I think OKC won by like 10 or something like that. But as far as the last 5 games, I think OKC is up 3-2 against Minnesota. So I don't know. I think that series can go 7, and I definitely think that Ed could. If you Ed versus Shea on the basketball court, I'm going Shea a hooper. I don't like the foul seeking and everything like that, but give me Ant Man in a 7-game series against OKC. But and that could be just me being biased at the end of the day because I'm a big fan of Anthony Edwards. Uh, but the Spurs for sure. I do like the Laker pick as well, and I do like the Thunder. I'm not Thunder, but the Rockets. The Rockets, they are one of the best defensive teams in the league. So that's one of the things that Ime Udoka pretty much thrives on his defense. So I mean, defense wins championships, and I think that if you can match the OKC's intensity on the defensive side of the ball, I think you can basically frustrate them a lot. So I mean, you got a sniper in KD, so they got a They got a nice squad, so they do got a chance as well. But it's some teams that can get them. But if they was to get out of the West and had to play anybody in the East, Boston would probably give them. Boston would probably keep them from winning as well. I do like this. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I hate the Celtics, but I got to be real with y'all. The Celtics are hooping. They got Jason Tatum. He knocking the rust off, so he getting ready just in time. Jaylen Brown basically held it down for him all season. Derek White and them boys. So
MVP
I don't know.
race. That's that.
And yeah, so I definitely think that OKC it's gonna be tough to repeat, man. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say they not. I don't feel they're gonna repeat, but I think they do. Western Conference Finals for sure. But honestly, y'all really said the teams that really will be able to kind of knock them off. I was kind of staying within that realm anyway of like what teams in the West would be potentially the ones who can really keep them from making it back. And honestly, when you have like the Spurs who kind of been dominating them through the times they played, it gave them a run for their money, leaving within their series as well too. And just the way that Wimby plays and that high, it's like if Wimby is staying healthy and he's available, I think that's gonna be really a tough. It would be a tough matchup for him because not only is he well defensively, he's gonna get in the boards, he getting those blocks as well too. But like the way he moved for his size and how he get buckets with ease and how he's rolling off those screens as well too, it's like ooh, that's gonna be a lot for to handle. Especially when you got guys like De'Aaron Fox coming out and really doing his part too. And you know how he can get in. I remember when the Warriors was playing the Kings, and I was like, this dude was irritating. He's getting the buckets. Cause I remember I wanted Lonzo to kill him in the tournament. He was giving Lonzo money. When he was in the NCAA tournament before he came out, I was like, yeah, but he a hooper. So if that's all coming together and it's looking good, that can be money. But I was really rocking with the Timberwolves, though. I'm not gonna lie, because I do mess with Ant hard, and I feel like um, it was already mentioned with him being in the last previous conference finals. I think he's ready to get over that hump, and I think he's ready to take that mantle of being the best player in the NBA and taking over for years to come and be able to be the one who representing the face of the league. And when you see all the boxes that you have for him, he check it all out. He got the attitude, he got the swagger, he got the confidence, he got the mentality. All he needs is that ring to be on top of it and really be like, yeah, I'm him, and that's gonna exceed and be like, okay, now we can crown him that. How you gonna carry this league going forward, young man? And I think it will start by him coming out there and dominating the OKC team that people feel like that's gonna come out there and get a win. And that's going to go ahead and get back to the finals and do it back to back because they're seeing, because I don't think it's just the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander that everybody getting a lot of praise to. They are very very well built team. And then you got guys like Lou Dort out there that's just playing. He he's a guy that you know Ron Artest. Not even that. Ron Artest wasn't even that dirty for some of the things he do. Put his feet out there, all that. Yeah, they got a little schemer over there. So I think when you have a player like that, you're gonna have to match that with attitude. You're gonna have to really make him feel comfortable, make him feel like he won't be able to have that type of edge in this particular series. But that's who I would want. But we know the Lakers and, like, of course, the Rockets as well too. When you got guys like KD over there, you got guys like LeBron who is known for, of course, turning it on in the playoffs, even though he hasn't been great the last few years. But then you're teamed up with Luka Doncic. You got guys like Austin Reeves on your bench as well too. I mean, not on bench, but who's out there playing as well. But his ass. So I don't like him. He's been playing trash. You muted. I think you're trying to say something.
Yeah, no, the Lakers, Luca's defense, man, that's the problem.
You're not playing
That's the
defense. Not doing
liability.
anything.
That's barbecue chicken for Shea. All right, seriously. But I doubt when you was talking about Ant, I do want to say, like, Ed did say that if he was to win a championship in the next 3 to 4 years, he said he was gonna retire and go play football.
He need
NFL.
He
And
trying
he
to
was dead ass serious too. He said he gonna play football. He said if he win the Super Bowl, if he win the championship in the next 3 to 4 years, he said he gonna go play football.
Well, you better focus on winning the championship because there's some teams in the NBA.
Wemby
look like he on them tracks.
Yeah, nah. I like the aggression and the attitude and the intensity that Wemby brings to the NBA for sure, especially with the last All-Star game. Anthony Edman said that Wemby basically set the tone. And I seen the video where Wemby said to Ed, "I'm coming for you. We hooping." So I wasn't a fan of Wemby coming out because I mean he came from France and it's a different ball game and everything like. But that I seen him. He's put the work in. He's worked with some Hall of Famers, and that dude's a dog. He's a dude. He almost 8 feet, bro, pulling up like KD, bro. Like, are you serious, bro? Like,
I don't know how he's doing it at that size, bro. I don't know how he's doing it at that size. It's just if I just hope that he's durable. I think if he can stay durable, I know people it's gonna be possible. I know because I know they probably feel like with his size,
history's not on his side when it comes to his coming.
Yeah. But if you can give us 13
seasons,
give us 13 seasons.
I don't know.
That's too impossible for that size.
How old is Wemby?
He young.
He young. I don't know. He might be able to.
I mean, with the organization,
he's 22. He's 22, so that means he'll be 35. I don't know if he's gonna give it.
But hold on. I said 13 seasons total.
Okay, yeah.
So you gotta count when he got in. So
my boy's 7'4". Goodness gracious.
Yes, he got in the league around 20, right?
Huh? Yeah.
He been in the league for 2 years or one? One.
I think like
two.
Two.
This is year 3 right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm asking you for 10 more seasons. You'll be done at 33. That's still kind of young.
How long has Giannis played?
Speaking of Giannis is pretty much.
He got a hyperextension knee. Something like that.
Milwaukee should have traded him. I ain't gonna lie to
hurt?
you. Yeah, he hurt again.
But Giannis is 6'11" though. I mean, KD, even though with all his ACLs,
that's the next person, closest person to Wemby is Giannis.
I'm talking about like
Giannis would be 32 this year.
But I think he missed his window to be considered the best. Like
he won the title. He got what he needed though. He got his one, and we forget about it, but he got it in.
That's why he should have left after that.
He ain't got nothing stuff like that. Yeah,
he should have left after that. I mean, I get it, but I mean, you won a championship in a small market team for Milwaukee Bucks, and I get it. You want to be loyal and everything like that, but I feel like at that time, I mean, you're only 31. You'll be 32 in December. I mean, you probably got about. With your injuries piling up, you might have probably about 4 to 5 years left.
Yeah.
Go to a big market. Maybe you want to go to Texas. You want to go to New York. But you know I'm always going to advocate for South Beach. Exactly. Come play in Miami. Pat Riley. Pat Riley. Bam. Yeah, let's make it happen.
Just go play for the Knicks, bro. They need you.
Come ain't no state taxes in Miami and none of that, man. So hey,
but they got
an expansion team happened. They said that the Timberwolves might move to the East. Is that going to be a good look for them to potentially get over to the finals now?
I think they used to be in the East. I think. Yeah, I think they used. Same with the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies used to be in the East as well.
Oh yeah, but then
I think if they're going to expand both of them, I think they should, because both of them are going to be on the West Coast. I think they should put both of them in the
East.
in the East.
This shit's so scandalous, man. We should have, man. Don't even keep talking. I'm not even done talking about the NBA, bro. Fuck them.
Yeah, yeah. It
Like,
ain't
what?
yeah, we I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody gotta
Man,
top the
bring us
atmosphere.
up.
But
Like,
yeah,
what?
man.
This so disrespectful. Like, come
Who?
on, let's not. Next topic, bro. The NBA, they
Huh.
fucking disrespectful. Like,
Yeah.
too
The
disrespectful.
next topic, like Lonnie said, here, road to the Final Four. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not about to talk too much about it. I don't care about college basketball this much. I do watch it, just have fun during it, and just like to see y'all crash out. Not putting no bracket in. I might just put it in for fun, but I'm not putting no money on it. Yep, I'm not doing it, Dre. So
I am.
go ask somebody
Been
else. I'm just playing. If y'all do, if y'all in that sports group, tap in. He doing it for $25.
You gonna be hot when you see I put this $5 down and win 5,000 off of St. Louis pulling that upset.
When that
Oh, I got them. I already got St. Louis upsetting a few teams.
See, so like you better start getting in and put the upset money lines in right now, just in case they hit.
Yeah.
you said who?
St. Louis.
Umsu?
They was no. It's the what are they? I mean, Dre. What is that? It's not a. Well, I want to call it a elephant. It ain't. What is they little mascot?
St. Louis something. I know what you're talking about. They got it's like white and blue.
Yeah, it's a white and blue
Are
team.
they in Missouri though?
Yeah, they in Missouri. Yes, they was like eight. They
All
was
right.
like undefeated this year.
All right. I'm all
They won
right.
the mid-major.
It's called Billikens.
Yeah, St. Louis
Okay.
Billikens. Them ones. Yeah.
Okay, we see what they talking about. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there right now. Like, it's cool. I mean, I'm be paying attention, y'all. I know about a lot of names out there, but like, I don't really care too much. So this is gonna be Alani and Dre really carrying this part. I'm gonna add my little commentary for just about the game. I think, but with brackets being set, what number one seed do you feel has the toughest path to the Final Four, and what number one seed do you feel has the easiest path? But man, just talk about what y'all feel. Like, how's going down?
Yeah, because I didn't really look at the number one seeds. But I do think in the long run, it's going to be the teams that have the ability to score and the teams that have those players on those teams that have the ability to have like these spurts. Really the best. Who was the best kid at the AAU tournament that could just turn it on that day? And it looked like one of the kids from Arizona. I forgot his name. What is it? What's his name? I know his name, Dre. Dude with the braids. They comparing him to AI. He scored 50 on
guard.
Arkansas. Yeah. It's something Cliff. I forgot his name. Yeah. I can see it down here. I don't think they can see it
I'm
up
about
here.
to put it up there.
Put it up
so,
here. Okay.
Yeah, got y'all. Come through for y'all, man.
I think it's A Cliff. I think is his name. A Cliff. But yeah, I think for sure. Mizzou is advancing for sure. Kansas is getting bounced. I just want to put that out there since Dre wanted to take a shot at Mizzou off air, so I just wanted to take a shot at Kansas on air. And their favorite player, their best player, ain't playing. Missouri's playing in St. Louis.
Man, he's playing, bro. I don't know why people say he's not playing.
Why y'all? Do y'all see the screen at all? I just want to make sure y'all can see
this.
You
can't see it at all. You can't see it at all. Did you present it?
I did, bro. No, man.
You got to add it to the stage with us?
Man, yeah, bro. I'm showing all these technical difficulties to our people, man.
That's cool. We learning. Learn with us, people.
All right, do this. I'm going to go to it, put it up on the screen real quick so they can see it. You click the add to stage.
Okay.
It work?
No.
All right. Try and get y'all to see the screen, y'all. That's all.
Yeah, we were trying to get y'all to see.
More different way.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's as far as who I feel, a lot of people saying that Arizona got the easiest path to the championship, but we already know when it comes to Arizona typically fumbles. I think that probably the toughest team. I mean, Purdue. They got Purdue in that bracket, and then they got Arkansas. I actually have Arkansas sending them home in the Sweet 16. So that's. But the team that I feel has the toughest. Hey, whoever is in the committee, whoever do the committee and everything like that, they can't stand Duke. That's all I'm gonna say. They cannot stand the Duke Blue Devils at all because the Duke Blue Devils, you got Bill Self, you got Tom Izzo, you got um UConn. I forgot the head coach is right
Louisville.
there. Yeah, and then you got fuck, I was just looking at this too. And it was just like
Rick Pitino. Is that who you about to
yeah,
say? St.
yeah, Rick
John's?
Pitino, yeah, St. John's. Yeah, I was just looking like look, they did them no favors at all whatsoever.
Absolutely
And
not.
I Duke, they might they not coming out of. They not coming. They are not
Yeah.
coming out of the East at all whatsoever. I actually have UConn coming out of the East. Actually, I got UConn versus St. John for the fourth. I think it was the fourth time. Yeah, the fourth time. And I got them. I got UConn beating St. John. I'm a fan of Ripatino. I've been a fan of Ripatino since he was the head coach at Kentucky, and then he went to Louisville. I'm a fan of his, even when he had the little scandal and the issues and everything like that at Louisville. He ended up stepping down, and he ended up going to coach overseas, and he was winning overseas as well. So, but yeah, they did them no favors. But as far as my Final Four pick goes, I don't know. Do you do your Final Four, Lonnie?
No, I haven't got to my Final Four yet. I didn't even did the Final Four pick yet, but I was just looking at the bracket, like you said on that side. I didn't know that was the East region. That East region looks like an absolute gauntlet. Like you said, it did them absolutely no favors. But just looking at all the other regions, when I look at the South region, it looks like it's really nothing in there. It looks like Houston will probably take that whole thing, being that they play so hard. Florida, they don't even have a matchup yet. Um, and then the other regions, it looks like these are just not really too good a region. It's Michigan, you got Alabama, you got Texas Tech. Some notable teams in there, but like you said, that East region is that's
Look,
a
listen.
gauntlet, bro. UConn, I mean, St. John's just beat UConn by 10 in the Big Ten title game. I mean, not the Big Ten, my Big East title game. So, I mean, um, if you want to make it out of that region, and UConn is in that same region. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's gonna be the best games right there. That's gonna be your upsets. That's gonna be your good on good matchups, especially if you get your top seeds winning early on. You talk about
Hey,
it, you possibly being able to see Michigan State versus Louisville, St. John versus Kansas. Like you really want to see if Kansas is about that life. Uh, go toe to toe with that East Coast, that one of the best East Coast teams. Talk about Rick Pitino just reinvigorating a whole campus, a whole university. He's definitely flipped St. John's completely on his head, but he did the same thing when he was at Louisville. So it just kind of doesn't surprise me. So, um,
he's
yeah,
done it everywhere. He was even
yeah,
winning at Iona.
yeah, he
So,
was winning an Iona as well. So, but
but
yeah, if I had to pick a Final Four, like I said, I would go with Duke because Duke has just shown that they have an ability to be able to beat good teams. They're coming out of a very tested region, coming out of a very tested um, conference, which is the ACC. And then as far as the next region, which is the South region, for that I would pick Houston coming out in the Final Four, just because Houston just has a great coach. And they show the drills that they do that rebounding drill where they
Houston on
put
upset
up.
alert.
Well, I get it, but they put a board on the backboard and do this rebounding drill where they basically got to fight for the ball for 60 minutes, and there's no baskets being
Kelvin
made.
Sampson
Um,
Kelvin Sampson is a hell of a coach.
a hell of a coach, and has those boys ready all the time. So I got Houston coming out as far as the South region, and then when you move over to the Midwest region, I just honestly, I mean, any of these teams, I really don't really know too much about any of them. But I mean, Texas Tech, I've seen them play before. They got close with Kansas, and then Iowa State. I've heard them talked about a whole lot, but I just know they just weren't really amount. They didn't really amount to nothing in the Big 12 tournament. So I would pick one of those teams to come out of that Midwest region. And then for the West region, I got to go with Arizona. I mean, Arizona's got players everywhere. We've seen it in Kansas City just this past weekend. Um, they got people that can shoot the lights out of the ball. They can rebound the ball. They kind of literally can kind of beat you anywhere they want to. The team is so good they have Bryce James sitting on their bench. So any other team, Bryce will be playing. So I like Arizona to come out of the West region.
You hyping them
I actually don't have Arizona coming. I got Arizona losing in the Sweet 16 to Arkansas. John Calipari and them boys. But the thing that I want to put the Michigan Wolverines on alert. Yes, I have you guys in the national championship. I actually have them winning it in my bracket. But anybody that's doing a bracket, if you see Michigan versus St. Louis in that second round, St. Louis might tear up a lot of brackets. I'm just saying, don't say I didn't warn y'all when it comes down to it, because St. Louis got to play Georgia. I think St. Louis will beat Georgia. But then Michigan got to play Howard, and then you got Michigan versus St. Louis on, and that's in the Midwest.
Oh, that's gonna be
so there's
Michigan they got some money though. That Michigan alum is pretty rich.
Yeah, that's fine. They can be rich all day long, but that money ain't being spent on that court when it comes to hoops though. So
that's how they cover.
No, I'm just saying they might travel. I'm saying they might travel.
Yeah, but I need to see where that game, where that round of 32 is played at though. I need to see that. But like I said, if people got Michigan as champions, do not be surprised if they play St. Louis that second round and St. Louis. Everybody might as well just ball up the brackets. And yeah, so it's gonna be this is my favorite time of year because I tend to win a lot of money when it comes to these brackets, man. So yeah, it's gonna be some upsets for sure. Obviously I'm a Jayhawk fan. It's kind of tough sled. It's gonna be tough sledding for us, man. We got Cal Baptist, game 1, and like I was saying before we went live, how inconsistent them boys playing. I wouldn't be surprised if them boys lost to Cal Baptist. Okay, yeah, but then if we win, we got to play St. John's. St. John's of Northern Iowa, so. Well, I don't want to play Northern Iowa because as a Jayhawk fan, we have nightmares against Northern Iowa as it is. So yeah, I don't want that to happen. So
you heard it here first. They getting bounced. They getting bounced.
I'm on some Homer. Go Mizzou. Do what you got. I don't know. You're not doing nothing.
Mizzou ain't doing a damn thing.
Mizzou playing in St. Louis, home game for us. We play good at home all year. It's a win. Kansas is getting bounced. I heard it here first. So
yeah, because I mean we playing on the West Coast. They got us playing on the. They got us in the East bracket. They got us playing on. They got the Jayhawks playing in the East Coast, but they got us playing our first weekend in California. Then we got to go to the East to play. I'm like, what we doing, bro? What we doing? But that's what happens when you inconsistent all season and you become the 4th seed in the bracket. So
yeah, it's not that pretty. Yeah, that's why.
Not that pretty at all. But all in all, on my bracket, I got Michigan winning it all against UConn in the national championship.
That's all y'all got for that?
Yep.
All right, well, let's see how March Madness go. I'ma definitely tap in with it, enjoy. I'm just not gonna sit here and be boosy with y'all though. Like I know what's going on, so like I'm gonna let him talk about it. I don't really care for college basketball like that. I'm really a football head, and I watch basketball professionally from time to time. College guys, they cool. I mean, I watched a lot when I was doing them games at UCM, bro. So I was always there. I always just watched stuff all day. I never cared. They all sucked to me. For real. They couldn't beat me. you know. He's still in there. All right, let me chill.
Yeah,
But we'll see what happens. It should be fun. It should be a good time. And I hope somebody bracket gonna be fucked the first day though. So let's just go ahead. I just hope it's not y'all. I just know Dre losing 50 for this Mahomes bet. That's it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, man.
That was a good segue for the next topic, though, because we have made it, and we're here. We here. So, we on our last topic. We got hometown check-in. With the draft almost a month away, are you satisfied with what the Chiefs have done so far, or do y'all feel like they need to bring in a couple more veterans, and if so, at what position? Can I start because y'all was going ham the last time?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I feel like I was silent for a minute. Man, we need. Reg, you need cool right now, but like you ain't really like you got. I think DN. I feel like if we bring in a vet DN, I think we kind of filled in some of the areas we feel like we need to go because, when it comes to stuff like this, especially when we got like 2 first-round draft picks as well too, we're going to go hard on a certain area group. Now, say if the guy that's not there, Dre, you might get your Cardinal takes, like if it's like, all right, we can play with that, you can probably go grab him and think about what you want to do at quarter or later on as well too towards the end. But honestly, I do feel like you are going for that top DN if he is sitting there, regardless if you go get a Cam Jordan or not to come be a veteran DN for the Chiefs. I think once he does, if we can bring in one more vet, I feel like I got on the defensive line though. Because corner, it's something about me wanting to just like let's go. We got rid of Jalen Watson and we traded away Trey McDuffie. Let's just go get some dogs. Let's just go match what we already got in there too, if we can. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a safety corner duo that's coming in the first round, that means they tapping in already immediately. I don't, if it came down to that, but I need a pass rusher, bro. I got a lot of people saying. I mean, you got a lot of people in our groups as well too talking about, they see good in July and who's to say they not going to use FAU? Shut up. I'm not hearing that shit. For real, I understand, and I'll
Ain't nobody worry about Felix, cuz.
I'm for real, bro. Let's not like skate. This is not the year to go bet on some shit. I'm not doing it. Like this, not the big year. Not doing it. You need to go get a dog. It would have been different if we got to the playoffs, bro, and we met our floor at the AFC Championship game again. You would have excuses, but I think this 16-11 year came because, bro, go to work and show them like, no, I can do that too. Like I really kind of got blessed in the situation. I may do what I had and made stuff work and did those moves right here. But like now, I'm not gonna lie, because we gotta talk about the Justin Fields happening too. I mean, was it great? No. I mean, it wasn't nothing that just turned me on and was like sexy. Like, it didn't make me want to do the Shawn Michaels, you know what I'm saying? Just to say,
was it necessary though?
It was necessary though.
Yeah.
It was definitely necessary though. That's
Because
all.
Oladokin or whatever that boy name, whatever his
That's
name
not gonna
is.
happen. And you can play Justin Fields still. We're not worried about he's not coming in to be a great quarterback. Now I know, like, I will say, I get where you're saying where you want him to fill in for Mahomes. I'm not going to say he was 4-2 with the Steelers. Was he great?
Dre.
You have to have a great defense because he carried them for 4-2 until Russell Wilson took over. But his offense stats wasn't great.
We know he should have. Russell Wilson should have never took over.
He should have. It should have.
That's Mike Tomlin's fault. That's why he's not in Pittsburgh no more.
But at the same time, you went to go get it like that. They was expecting him to be a starter. But it wasn't one of those situations where he's like, "Nah, let the hot hand die out. Let it die out. Like let it die out." And Russ come in and say today, "You're not wrong." But this move, I feel like it wasn't necessarily just for him to come and start week 1 either. I know we got to look at the recovery, bro. I know, I'm with you. Just like I can respectfully say there's a possibility, just respectfully accept when I'm talking about at this point, there's a possibility that he could be there. Just because of
there's absolutely a possibility that Pat's gonna be there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because I know we've been going through this back and forth. We still gonna do this back and forth. But I want people to hear this point of he's gonna come in and he can relieve it. Not only that, because the injury gonna have to be talked about, right? But if we know he's not gonna be 100% anyway already, what does Justin Fields take away for him? In certain moments. All right, I'm just like they use it some type of gadget moments. I think I think even when Russell Wilson came back on those third and short situations, they brought Fields in and let him operate as a sole quarterback. Guess what that does for your quarterback? I gotta play. Yeah, you think y'all know for sure we 90%, 5% running, but that 5% don't be stupid. Because he under Andy Reid. And you leave somebody there. And he can make something of it. Because he was down there the 100% conversion rate when he was doing at the time when he got in a short situation. It was Justin Fields coming out the crowd yelling. Because he was automatic.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want that when you go into the style of offense. So I think right now it's he made the necessary moves. That's it. They made the necessary moves. If I give him a grade right now, it's not no D or F. It's a solid B. You got your running back. Treyway got some pieces. You really let some guys walk that we really saw their contracts was if Beach would have gave him that contract, y'all would have been well, he ain't bringing no one in. Now we got to judge him off this. He had to let some people walk. To be okay, let me get some splash signings.
Well, one of them he didn't have to
and do some work in the draft.
Huh? So one of them he didn't have to let go. He chose to pick an older player over him, and that was Drew Tranquil over Chenal.
And he picked.
He picked Drew over Chenal. I would have let Drew walk. I'm sorry.
First of all, I like Leo, bro.
I mess with Drew.
I like Leo. No. When I say this, I like Leo, but I do play into the realism world too. Just looking at it y'all really wouldn't like that either if he signed it. I can't go with the cash. Y'all, it's just because we if he was gonna get out of what y'all wanted him to get out of.
The 2-year, $20 million deal don't sound too bad.
That's what he got with the Commanders.
He got 324. He got 8. He got 8.25. He got 8 8.25. Basically a year.
He wasn't getting that from the Chiefs, dog.
That's why I'm just playing with the realism, what you got, what he was gonna do.
Yeah,
I love Matt.
Dre he's a stand-up linebacker, and really, if you want to keep it G, he's a mugged-up linebacker that can really play the run really good, and he does do some athletically freakish type stuff. But it's gonna be in your run downs, in your pass rush downs. It's not gonna really be in coverage like a Fred Warner.
Is he an every down linebacker? That's what I'm saying.
He's not. So, but like you said, people are saying that they wanted him to do it, but I don't know if they really did. But I'm giving him a C. Overall, it's a lot of more moves that need to be made. If you don't get an edge rusher in the draft, you need to be trying to figure out one in free agency. I know Cam Jordan is still out there. I keep hearing his name flirted around a lot with the Chiefs. I would love to see something like that happen to really take a lot of pressure off of Chris Jones and probably help Karlaftis a lot. Even though Cam Jordan is up there in age, I'm not sure what else he will be able to do. But I just think that would help him and CJ's game kind of take off a little bit. And it'll be kind of like that T Sizzle, but just a younger version, and not as old into his career. So I like that move as far as the DM move goes, and then getting corners. I don't know if the Chiefs just are going to continue to draft corners, but that's what it seems like it might be. They may go in and draft some corners or go into free agency because they haven't really signed anybody but the guy from Miami in free agency. So I'm just curious as to how they work that out. But I can see them going defense in this draft and trying to reload on defense and getting some offensive tools where they see necessary. So right now I'm giving Brett Veach a C overall.
Yeah, I do. When EB came back, we knew that the Kansas City Chiefs was going to focus a lot on that running game because it was probably the weakest thing on the team last year. So I mean, you can't really run that back. I mean, you see, shout out to Pop. I didn't think that he'd get a deal, but he got a deal for the Detroit Lions. So shout out to him. I am hoping. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am hoping that they still bring back 2-9 though. Not gonna lie. Hope they bring back 2-9 even as just a fullback or something. But I don't know. His market probably isn't that good, but he could probably be back if anybody signs him. It could possibly be the next month after the draft or something. So because you're gonna want him around for OTAs and everything like that, and getting acclimated with the playbook and stuff going into training camp. So I definitely think that with Beach, secondary is an issue. I wasn't sold on Fulton when we signed him last year. They'll know that. And then what? How many games Fulton played this past year? What,
Not
3?
enough.
He played 3.
Not
Yeah.
enough
So
of that money.
and we relying on him as CB1, CB2.
Brett
That's
Veach playing
not
with his job.
Yeah, he pretty much. So I'm still. You let Trent go, okay, cool, but you got to at least try to bring back Jalen Watson or something, or somebody. I don't know, man. You can't lose your DB 1 and 2 and your safety 1. I don't know, man. But also L'Jarius Sneed is out there. I don't know. They could possibly be in contact with him, talking to him. You know, Dave Merritt, the big fan of L'Jarius Sneed. So that could possibly be a possibility of L'Jarius Sneed back in Kansas City. Could possibly be another reunion with Tyreek Hill. Drew Rosenhaus, they lying. They lying to these teams. They lying. They saying that Tyreek Hill gonna be ready week 1. Tyreek Hill ain't gonna be ready week 1.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, Tyreek. He just had surgery on his LCA. He just had surgery the other, I think a couple. Might have been last week on that leak because I seen it. He posted on Snap that it's wrapped in like a pink. His leg is wrapped in a pink cast right now. So I guess I don't know if that's speeding up. I guess it's gonna try to speed up the process, but I have been seeing him work out and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. What we in what, March? I could see somebody possibly signing. Yeah, Tyreek gonna have to start. So if Tyreek signs to a team week 1, Tyreek has to show. It has to be video footage of Tyreek Hill running and cutting by June.
And that's not happening, bro.
And I don't see that happening. So, but I think he'll be. I do think that he is gonna be in Kansas City. I do think that. With Pop being gone, he probably told them, "Hey, don't let nobody get my number 10 because that's mine." But I don't know. I think Brett Veach, he still got this draft. This has to be the best draft he's ever had as a Kansas City Chief GM. So I gotta see what he's gonna do with that 9th pick and then that 24th pick. We got a lot of. He can go edge. He can go receiver. He can go safety. He he can go wherever right now. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about tackle,
No,
offensive tackle and stuff like that. First pick. If Brad Beach go offensive tackle first pick,
I'm
I'm
fired. I'm
telling you
firing
now.
myself. Nah.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even gotta say it. I'm firing, nigga. I'm not going for that. That's how serious I got. We not fucking around with that. This high pick that we got this time,
He's
bro.
not
Like y'all
playing.
fucking so. Like I have to cuss down. We have to towards the end of the show. Y'all fucking sold for Cuz from 49ers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sold. Y'all sold for buddy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to remember that's how mad I am right now. We
Jalen
got
Moore?
Simmons and Jalen Moore. That's how mad I got for a minute. Like, cause I was really searching for it. Cause like, no, you didn't basically gave him his money. You're gonna play this year. And you're gonna figure it out. Cause like, honestly, he wasn't horrible when he started out for left tackle. It's just you're gonna have to do a lot of work at right, bro, and you're gonna have to really be able to really hold your own. I think at some point I think he can figure. I'm hoping. Like I was allowing myself, bro. Right tackle, you can do it a lot of justice. And with Mahomes, even Justin Fields, be able to look at that side. Once I see left, you gotta hold up. Cause I'm watching here. Cause once he gets done, I'm out of here.
Listen. They gave Justin. Listen, this goes back into the whole, Pat Mahomes injury and Justin Fields possibly starting. Other teams was talking to the Jets for Justin Fields. Justin Fields chose Kansas City.
Okay.
He gonna start.
He wanted to win a championship. He didn't want to get a ring and preload.
Honestly, he could have went. He could have went anyway. He could have went to Seattle. Do we know who Seattle's backup quarterback is?
6-11. I don't care. Patrick Mahomes. You know what?
Do we know who
I might really get a chance to go ahead and contribute in some way. I might even start game one. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna even give you your $50 until I see him throw 300 yards. So I want him like you don't get it though.
Y'all think he really starting week one?
Hold on, I'm gonna give it to him though, but I'm gonna give it to him like happily, like, all right, go beat that jersey, cause like when Pat come back, cause might really be. They might have something going. I ain't gonna hype him that much though. I ain't gonna say
the reason why I say. Like if y'all know the history, y'all know Andy Reid and his history when it comes to players coming back from injury. Andy Reid takes his time with it. He takes his time with it. He ain't rushing nothing. He ain't rushing that boy back. I know Pat is eager to get back out there. We know the type of player Pat is. Pat wanted to go back out there that game that he tore his ACL and his LCL. He wanted to go back out there that game.
So yeah, no, you're right. Because what I'm saying, boy, that was going for angry. I didn't want somebody think I'm a little boy saying that. Boy, just like we talking about Andy Brad Beach, we ain't playing them games with you either. If he ready to go game one,
put his ass out there.
We gonna duct tape. We gonna wrap him up. We gonna.
If we play on a Thursday, he not playing week one.
Bro, Dre, it's on the flow. What did you just say about Brett Beach and these picks?
Walker, though.
Yeah,
you don't think they feel the pressure? Y'all don't think the whole organization is feeling the pressure? It's real in there, bro. I'm telling you right now.
You can't rush the $500 million quarterback.
Okay, all right.
I ain't gonna lie. Like
lose the first. Go 6-11 and lose the first game. The sky's gonna be falling.
But Mahomes the one who's gonna push himself. That's why I'm not really worried about Indy. You know what I'm saying? It's Mahomes who's gonna push himself. So like when I'm taking off.
Okay. Before you go, Dale. What month? Because we're in March right now. Training camp starts in July. OTAs, April, May, yada yada yada, whatever. What month will Pat post a video on social media of him running and cutting? Because he got to be ready week one. He got to be ready September. First week of
May.
September, you got to be ready.
May. That's how I'm doing it. God mode. May. We just gonna say
May,
something
okay.
outlandish.
All right.
We're not
So in
bidding on
2 months.
What is that?
In 2 months.
Oh fuck, dude. What is that?
In 2 months.
Shit. All right, look, yeah. Fuck yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so too, May.
Hold on. We might be wrong.
Bro, Tyreek,
All
he
right.
said Tyreek just got at surgery, not Mahomes. Mahomes is cool. He just limping a little bit. He about to be straight in 2 months, bro.
I am looking at the games. I'm going back. I'm looking at it. He got a brace on. So that's what. So
I mean, you saw him favoring that knee a little bit when he was walking.
He don't got him. I don't think he got the brace no more, bro. Stop saying that. I don't think he got.
No.
Oh yeah, he gotta have that brace on.
He not crutching. He not got no crutches.
He gotta have it. He gotta have that brace on. He has to.
Yeah. He can't play around like that. Mahomes, but the thing is, Mahomes, that's why I'm saying, he gonna start. I'm not tripping about. I'm really still keeping it week 1. I know where you're going with it because training camp gonna start July. He's gonna be there though for sure. Like
we know Justin Fields is gonna get majority of the QB1 reps.
Right now.
Majority of the QB1 reps in off season and everything like that. And he's probably gonna play all of preseason. And yeah, I just don't see.
I did my junior year in high school. I thought it was gonna start. They said, "Nah, nigga, the senior still gonna get it. Fuck you." Mahomes gonna do the same thing. Yeah, go ahead, have fun. Just go in. I'm gonna tell you what to do. I had to go back.
So in May, we should be expecting a video of Pat and Bobby running.
Like this and that.
Okay. All right. I need to see.
You know what?
In May, I need to
down there. And guess what? And this how we're gonna prove I'm coming down there. And I'm going to River Park, and we're gonna hit that hill at that. And niggas know how crucial that hill over there. That's how we gonna show y'all and prove to y'all that he's ready.
All right.
That's how you gonna do it. We're gonna hit that hill on top. Watch. I'm gonna just tag him in the video right here. We hitting that hill. I'm gonna be up there in June just for fun.
He is not going nowhere where he might be harmed bodily wise. We're not putting him in danger, bro. I'm sorry.
That's nothing.
He's not going to River Park, but you running no hill.
Pat ain't gonna be harmed at all.
If he want to run, he can run that hill over there by Pembroke. Run up that little street right there.
He gotta go to the hood, bro. He gotta go to the hood, bro. Cause the hood Pat this year with that cut, you didn't cut it, bro. You gotta go back to the
or just cut it all the way off.
I like winning. We can go back to the.
You gotta get the waves, bro.
Just go ball, Pat. Fuck it. Like, I'm about to just come nothing.
Get the waves, my boy.
If you go ball, niggas is gonna think it's over for sure.
That's
like
crazy. Pat
about to be done.
Pat going ball. That's crazy.
that'd be a save. But that's all we have for this edition of Triple Coverage. We appreciate y'all for, of course, stepping in. Pat might go ball this season. Just really, who knows? He might.
Pat and Bobby, I'm looking for that video in May. All right. I want to see Pat post that video on IG with the clock emoji.
What happened?
I'm ready for it.
What happened? He did April. I'll be like,
if he did,
that's my
QB.
Hey, that's 50%.
Hey, I don't have no issues with being wrong at all whatsoever. But if that come out in April and he running and jogging and cutting, I'm like, well, damn. All right. I mean, he's a different breed. We know he's a different breed. And I'm watching the Tyreek Hill stuff too, man. So I don't know. They talking about week 1 for both of them.
Yep. We'll see. It'd be fun. And that'd be fun for them to see them back on the field as well, too. But Brett Beach, you still got an offseason guy got to compete. Some guys got you at C. They want to see a little bit more. I got you at B, where I feel like you did something, but you also can do more as well, too. So that draft is going to be very important, but also adding and filling that roster as well, too, because it's really going to show, honestly, how we feel about the season going forward. And if Me and Dre are getting that $50. Honestly, 'cause they didn't win now mode. They might be something real. If they ain't a little lax of high school, you see, all right, it might be a little ugly. But once again, that's all we have for this edition of Triple Cover. We definitely appreciate y'all, of course, for tapping in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, our YouTube channel. We at Triple Cub TV on there. Also, make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms as well too. We'll be having some real coming out and having some additional content coming out. Tap in with y'all as well too. Also, we're on the road to 100 subscribers. We're on the road to 100. Then we on the road to 250. Then we on the road to 500. Then we on the road to 750. Then we're gonna be on the road to 1,000. Then we're gonna be on the way to be up. Then we're gonna have to try to get super fans. Then we're gonna have to bring y'all community. Then we're gonna have to name y'all as community too. I just broke down y'all everything, the whole process we gotta do. So help us get there. Duh. Help us. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know how we like to bring you all facts, no fluff. Hey, anything I want to say to the people before we go ahead and get out here?
Like, comment, subscribe, all of that.
Exactly.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Talk to you on the next episode.